Big thanks to Sofirn for sending me this new SP31 V3. This is a very cool flashlight. Let's get into a couple of the features that I really like about it. Of course, I really like the pocket clip. I do like that it has this older push button technology that's easy on off to some extent. Also, I do like the architecture of the flashlight. So what we have recently, it seems like, is this trend to go overboard, to make huge knives, to make spiky flashlights, over tactical, dinosaur stabbing, gut-wrenching flashlights, all these kinds of above and beyond huge watches, just exaggeration in every aspect. This is not one of those, and I think it will appeal to a broader market audience because it is a blend of things that people like, and it does it nicely. So what you get is this more normal body, but it's got some more accents to the flashlight metal body as well. And you do have the end of the flashlight here and the other end here as well, the front here. You do have the port for your C charger right here. I never use these cords, these wrist straps, I guess is what they are, that go in the end right here. Never use them, but that is an option if you would desire it. I really like these pocket clips. $31 to $35 is the price on this. That is another option I really like, that this is a lower cost flashlight. When you hold in the back button and the side button, then you get this very low moonlight type beam. Then you can turn it on for low. Hold it. Well, if you hold it in, you go to all these functions. So let's go. And well, let's just go through those functions. So you do get the beacon, you do get the strobe, and then you do get the SOS. So then if you hold it in long, you go back to the main function, and then you hold it in low, medium, high, and then turbo, and then it drops down. So if you want to go back to those specialty, you hold it in for the long, and then you can hold it in long, and then it goes back to your normal flashlight sequence as well. So again, not too extremely hard to remember. So I do appreciate more the minimalist function of this light, and you don't have 200 functions to remember. So let's go ahead, take a look at some of the specifications. I would choose English. There are other languages as well. So choose what is appropriate for you. So this is the Moonlight, and let's see, we have 1 lumen, low 15 lumens, medium 300 lumens, high 900 lumens, turbo 2000. We do have 550 hours on the Moonlight, 120 on the low, 5 hours 50, medium 2 hours 10 on the high, 5 minutes on the turbo. So there is some more info there as well. Pretty cool flashlight. Again, really appreciate them for sending this. I do like the chart that comes with this that tells you all the options and how to use it. I think I would be lost without it. I'm not a huge fan of experimenting, so it does talk about T6 aluminum alloy, the water resistance, the size, the weight, 62 grams without a battery. As I've carried this light, I have really come to appreciate it. It has been a good light. I've had really no issues with it, and I do definitely recommend this as an EDC pocket light. So I've been on the hunt for strange, unique, interesting tools, especially tools where they are multifunctional, where things change. You can replace either the handles or the plier heads. I ran across this, the All Grip tool. This tool right here is very unique. Now, notice one of the core aspects to this is basically just your vice grip. So this works as a vice grip, but the head of it is different, and then it has ball detents right here, and that is at the core of this tool. So you can go ahead and put more of a a long needle nose plier onto this, lock this into place just like a normal vice grip. Pretty cool. Really, really cool. Now, if you want to change it out, you don't have to go through a long process. You take it off, stow this. Maybe you want to do something more with sheet metal. So you go ahead, slide this in. Now you can go ahead perhaps and maybe bend some sheet metal right here. So we'll tighten this up. There we go. One of the things to notice about this is it's not perfect. The system isn't. It does seem like it's a little crooked. Now, this is an older tool. So obviously, well, not obviously, but it's not on the market anymore, unfortunately. A lot of these unique tools aren't. It seems like people discover them too late. So what we have here, ow. So don't want to crush my finger, but you can see it is a little bit off center, but obviously it could be useful. So we'll go ahead and put that back. We have some other features as well. Here's more of just your standard vice grip. So you can use just your standard vice grip. Then you have a different, this is a different style, I guess. So the one is curved. This is more just your straight style right here. Then we can go ahead and get more of a shorter, shorter needle nose style as well. I love all these old tools. I feel like they are so valuable to learn from. People in the past, I feel like we're very creative, innovative, unafraid to try new things. To some extent, we are today. There are very innovative tools coming on the market, but I do like to reach back in the past and find some of these good ideas that perhaps could be refined a little bit. So for instance, if we would use this with a magnetic system, now I know a lot of people would say, well, there's all the metal shavings and all that. I understand that if you're working with metal, but perhaps some people would want these to stay in the handle a little bit more securely. A magnetic architecture could help. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe people would hate that. But I do think it's a very unique system. So is this something that should be adopted on modern multi-tools? I don't know. Now, one of the things that we have seen is the Mr. Crunch from Leatherman. And that reminds me a little bit of this, in that you could sort of take them off and then not really take them off, but the handles would collapse to some extent. I believe, if I remember right, with the Mr. Crunch. I never did end up getting one of those, but they're very cool tools. Probably my favorite out of the garage. So that's a unique option, but I think this is unique as well. And one of the things I do like about this is that it's a little bit more compact, I guess. So let me know what you think below. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think there's a reason it was discontinued, it's awful? Or is this something that maybe should be brought back? Very cool. Let me know what you think.